my old school soul food family? Chef Jeffrey back with another video. All right, y'all. I don't know when this video coming out, but it's going to be a lots of little... I'm going to try to fit them all in between now and Christmas. There's going to be a lot of cooking videos coming up. Cookies, not cooking. It's going to be a lot of cooking videos. But a lot of cooking videos. I don't do enough cooking videos. I got a whole array of different cooking that you can use during the holiday season. Starting in Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the Christmas, of course. And this is one of my favorites. Can't believe I never shared two of the favorite things put together. Oatmeal and chocolate chip cooking. Not oatmeal raisin, oatmeal and chocolate chip. It gives you a nice, chewy cookie. That's what the oatmeal gives you. A nice, chewy cookie with a little crispiness around the edge and with that little hint of chocolate, which I love. Let me tell you this. Y'all know I don't like chocolate, but I love chocolate chip cookies. What is this, y'all? Chef Jeffrey, you're really unique. Yeah, I'm very unique. Don't like chocolate, but I love German chocolate cake. Hey, I don't know, but this is one of my favorite cookies. So enough talking, right? Let's get into this cookie. Very simple, very easy. I got some room temperature butter, room temperature egg. I got brown sugar, white sugar. A little baking soda. Then go ahead and put in my flour right now. Chocolate chips, rolled oats. Make sure y'all use rolled oats and not the quick oats. This is what you want right here. Old-fashioned 100% rolled oats. It makes a difference because they stand up in your cooking process. Those quick oats that you cook in 5 minutes, they tend to disappear and not have hold up in cooking. This is much better right here, y'all. See that? Take a screenshot of that. Write it down. 100% whole grain rolled oats. Old fashioned. Of course, I use the Quaker ones. So, yeah. So, anyway, and that's all the ingredients I got. So, anyway, let's get started. Let's get started, y'all. We're going to cream our butter and sugar here. Make sure the butter's room temperature. That's going to make sure your cookie come out definitely better. Good. Perfect. So, anyway, let me cream this for a minute. We'll come back. We'll add our egg. Then we'll add our flour in there. Vanilla. And roll in our oats and chocolate chip. And chill it for a couple hours. And then bake it. Hey, can't even know easier than that, right? Anyway, we'll be right back. All right, y'all. We are back here. All right, y'all. Now, we're going to add the egg to this. And our vanilla. I like a lot of vanilla, y'all. Trying to scrape this down a little. Get everything incorporated. Of course, y'all know you can do this with a hand mixer. It'll work just as well. All right. All right, y'all, we got that incorporated. Now we're going to add our flour to this. Let me mix up make sure the baking soda flour is good and incorporated. We're going to put our flour in here. And y'all, I'm going to mix it. Y'all know me. I'm not going to over mix this, but I don't want to, what they say, he's one tough cookie. I don't want no tough cookie here, y'all. I want just enough flour showing. See that? All right, now we're gonna add our oatmeal and our chocolate chips. That's it. we're gonna mix the rest of this by hand, y'all. Rest of that flour in there and all that by hand. Now, because this has brown sugar in it, and which is molasses, we're gonna have to cool this in the refrigerator. I usually do mine a couple hours. Now, if you're in the baking season, if you're in the holiday season, doing a lot of baking, you can do this a day ahead. Let me get a thing here. You can definitely do this a day ahead, y'all. Put it in the refrigerator and scoop it. It can sit in the refrigerator actually a couple of days. Now up to a week in the refrigerator, I'm sorry y'all, before you scoop it. So you want to get ahead of the game. And you can put, or you can freeze it for a month as well. Just so you know, get ahead. So like I said, we're gonna put this in the refrigerator a couple of hours, y'all. And we're gonna come back. Then we're gonna scoop it, bake it at 375 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. We're gonna have us some good old oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, or chocolate oatmeal cookies, however you wanna say it. Anyway, we'll be back. All right, y'all, we are back. All right, y'all, the cookie dough, see, nice and firm. I let it sit in the refrigerator a couple hours. Now, what we're gonna do, got me a sheet pan here. And I like to use a sheet pan, y'all, that has corners on it or whatever has corners on it, because when you're cooking cookies, what I realized is the edges doesn't burn and it cooks more evenly. And of course I use a parchment paper as well. Also, when I'm scooping my cookie, you see how hot that water is? I usually like to use hot boiling water for my scoop. Then I scoop it in my thing and the cookies come right out. See that? Dip it in a little hot water there. Scoop it like this. And your cookies will come right out there. See that? See that, y'all? So anyway, we're going to get the scoop in here. We're going to see how many we get on this pan. If I got to go to my other pan, we'll go. If I have to, we will. So anyway, let's get them all scooped out with my little scooper here. And we'll come back. And I'll show you what the next step is. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we got them all scooped out. How many we got here? 3 times 4, 12, 24, 5, 6, 7, about 28 cookies, y'all. About 28 cookies. About 2.5 dozen, give or take. So we're gonna put it in the oven, 375 degrees, about 8 to 10 minutes until they're nice, golden brown. And then we're gonna cool them on a rack. And it's gonna be time to eat us some cookies, y'all. So anyway, y'all, we'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back. All right, the cookies are out of the oven. I'm gonna kind of let them sit here a little bit and kind of cool. Then we're gonna take them off, put them on the rack here. And remember now, these cookies are nice, thin, chewy cookies. That's why it doesn't have a lot of flour in them, as you see. And they're nice and thin and chewy. So yeah, so anyway, we're gonna let them cool here, put them on the rack, and we will do a taste rinse. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back here. Look at this here, y'all. Look at that, look at that. Look at that plate of cookies. Like I told y'all, this particular cookie, look at the bottom there, is thin. See how thin it is? Because it doesn't have a lot of flour in it. And it's nice and chewy. See how chewy that is? It's crispy on the outside, chewy in the middle. I love this cookie, y'all. And this cookie is good. If you cooking milk people like a little crunch on the outside. And the chewiness on the inside. Oh, wow. I'm gonna put raisins in it, of course, you know. I'm gonna put pecans. Chop you some cashews up. Almond. It's a good one. Halloween. Like I say, it's definitely a cookie for the cookie and milk people. So anyway, let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Remember the hashtag 2025? It's great to be alive. It's even better to be living. Old School Soul Food. Till next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will definitely see y'all in the next video. Love y'all.